What I think the similarities is definitely that both countries as well as the international community were taken by surprise. That there will be such a massive event with a level of destruction. And so both countries, as well I think the international community, were not prepared to respond to such. So the other element is that the difficult questions are the same in terms of how do I provide sufficient implementation infrastructure, how do I make this kind of relief goods immediately accessible for the population, how can I do the reconstruction planning as fast as possible. So the questions are the same, but I think the solution might be different. But some elements I could see successfully transferred or replicated from the Pakistan experiences. One inside the support for the disabled people, because there was strong support right in the beginning in the reconstruction policy. And the other element which worked extremely well was the support for the most vulnerable families through providing cash transfers. And just in the Pakistan context was, for example, that 200,000 families received over a period of 6 months support of $50 per month, which was at the kind of minimum kind of amount to cope with the situation, adjusted to local conditions, and which helps one inside for the families to cope with the situation, at the same time injects liquidity to the economy. I think the whole international community learned through the different disasters. And so there are already, for example, teams underway, also from the bank, led by colleagues from the LAC region, who are now planning for the next phase, meaning preparing a needs assessment using new technology, which we also tested in Pakistan, for example, satellite-based assessment methods, where you don't have the access to the areas, that you're planning and setting out a policy kind of framework for the reconstruction program, and to try to work as a partnership, so that you try to avoid that individual groups may be going ahead while the overall framework is not there. So this is basically what is very important to do. And the other model, I think, the other important is also what we can learn from other operations, particularly from the tsunami program, is that NGOs can play a very important role in the reconstruction process, and I think our role is also to give them the right space and help them the right space to support this whole reconstruction program, and not kind of allow at the same time a disfragmented kind of implementation situation, which happened also in other disasters.